Ladies and gentlemen, I now request the chairperson of this ceremony, the Honorable Minister for Culture, Tourism and Civil Aviation, Mr. Rabindra Adhikari, to present a memento on behalf of the organizers to the Right Honorable Prime Minister. A memento, ladies and gentlemen, a gesture of gratitude and respect to the Right Honorable Prime Minister, and this would be presented to the distinguished dignitaries seated in the dais, to Madam Radhika Shakya, the spouse of the Right Honorable Prime Minister, to the Province Chief, Honorable Umakanta Jha, to Honorable Pradeep Gewali, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, who has joined us a short while ago. We also extend him the warmest of welcome. To our other special guest, Honorable Giriraj Mani Pokhrel, the Minister of Education, Science and Technology, and to our other special guest, Honorable Shankar Pokhrel, Chief Minister, Province number 5. Thank you, Honorable Chairperson. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Worldwide Buddhist, Sakyamuni Buddha Foundation would like to present to the Right Honorable Prime Minister a memento as appreciation of Nepali people's love and care for the birthplace of the greatest son of Nepal, Lord Shakyamuni Buddha. I'd like to invite Mr. Lai from Malaysia to present this memento on behalf of the Worldwide Buddhists, all of us here and beyond. Please join your hands and extend our gratitude to the Buddhist community and to our Right Honorable Chief Guest. Thank you, Mr. Lai. Thank you very much. Thank you, Right Honorable Prime Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, they say cultivating wisdom and passion complemented by ethical conduct and mental discipline enables us to attain prosperity of mind and being. I know this is a common reflection reflected in every one of us, that of attaining happiness, peace and prosperity, which sounds simple but is quite not simple to attain in practice or to walk the talk. However, ladies and gentlemen, we are very confident, as reflected in the speech of the Right Honorable Prime Minister himself, that the guidance that the conference has given us in the new structure that Nepal has come and in the new road that Nepal has taken, that this outcome of the conference would guide us and lead us to that much aspired common aspiration that we all are looking forward to. Said that, ladies and gentlemen, I have the pleasure of inviting to the podium the Vice Chairman of Lumbini Development Trust, Venerable Metea, to read out the endorsed declaration, the 10-point declaration that is coming from you all, from this conference to the greater Lumbini plan. I would like to come with this in a while. For now, the Most Venerable Yin Shun is very much looking forward to presenting this book to the Right Honorable Prime Minister. These are texts coming in from the Buddhist Association of China. The Vice President, ladies and gentlemen, the Most Venerable Yin Shun, making this presentation to the Right Honorable Prime Minister. And thanking the Most Venerable Yin Shun, I'd like to invite the Vice Chairman of the Lumbini Development Trust, Venerable Metea, Thank you, most Venerable Yinshun. Ladies and gentlemen, now we'll be sharing the Lumbini Declaration coming out from this 2-day conference. The Vice Chairperson of Lumbini Development Trust now.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Right Honorable Prime Minister of Nepal, K.P. Sharma Oliju, Minister of Culture, Ravindra Adhikariju, Minister of Foreign Ministry, Gyewaliju, Minister of Education, Girirajmani Pokhrelju, the Chief Minister of Province Number 5, Pokhrelju, the Chief of State 5 as well, the State Minister of Culture, Tourism and Civil Aviation, the most venerable distinguished guests, honorable participants, Your Excellencies, and all the peace-loving people who have assembled here today, and for yesterday and today, for these 2 days, we have been assembled here under the ideas of one man, Gautama the Buddha. Born 2600 years ago, his ideas, his way of life has been inspiring humanity and leading us forward. We, Nepal and the Nepalese, we are very proud that we were entrusted with the dignity and respect and honor to become the birth country of the Buddha. It is, on behalf of the global Buddhists, it is my great honor to express my profound gratitude to the government of Nepal, especially to our Right Honorable Prime Minister K.P. Sharma Oliju. It was under his administration that in 2016, we organized this series of international Buddhist conferences. Even in the short time while he was in the office at the moment, he had envisioned and recognized the importance of Lumbini as the birthplace of Buddha, but also as the fountain of Buddhism and world peace. He recognized that Lumbini doesn't just belong to Nepalese, but that it belongs to the world at large, to the humanity at large. It was through his vision and dedication that this new conference in 2018 was organized duly. Tomorrow, as you will stay with us and see the rest of the ceremony, you will also get to see that he has already commenced us to start building an international level of global Buddhist conference hall in Lumbini that can accommodate 5,000 people. These are only some of the ideas we can see from our government, our Prime Minister, recognizing the importance and significance the Buddhism holds for the Nepalese and to the world. As Nepal rises and makes a transition towards a sustainable, peaceful, long-term future, our government has declared that the future vision of Nepal is prosperous Nepalese and happy Nepalese. And I believe teachings of the Buddha are something to look up for all of us. It is in this spirit that today I would like to read out to the declaration that we have produced out of 2 days of International Buddhist Conference. We're very fortunate and humbled that participants from 23 different nations, venerable monks and nuns from China, India, Mongolia, Russia, Burma, Thailand, from all around the world have assembled here in the sacred birthplace of the Buddha. We're grateful that Your Excellencies, ambassadors, representatives of various states have assembled. And we are grateful that for 2 days, including today, scholars have presented their studies, their papers on various aspects of Buddhism. Under the theme, Lumbini, the birthplace of Buddha, fountain of Buddhism and world peace. It is through these 2 days of conference and paper presentation, we have created the Lumbini Declaration 2018. I would like to read the declaration now. "2562nd Buddha Jayanti and International Buddhist Conference. On the theme, Lumbini, Nepal, the birthplace of Lord Buddha and the fountain of Buddhism and world peace. Lumbini, Nepal, Lumbini Declaration 2018. We, the global participants from 23 different nations, having met in Lumbini, Nepal on 28th, 29th April 2018 for the occasion of the 2562nd Buddha Jayanti, an international Buddhist conference organized by the Government of Nepal and Lumbini Development Trust. Acknowledging the achievements made in the past to promote the importance of Lumbini as the sacred birthplace of the Buddha and the fountain of Buddhism and world peace. Realizing the great significance of the birthplace of one of the greatest teachers of humanity and its profound potential to inspire and promote universal brotherhood, compassion, kindness, and empathy for the welfare of all sentient beings, and as an international center for interfaith and peace dialogue. Agreeing to develop Lumbini as a global peace center where both religious and secular leaders of the world can unite together to help create a world free from poverty and strife. As embodied in the original vision of United Nations and the government of Nepal. Accepting Lumbini as the birthplace of the Buddha and the fountain of Buddhism and world peace. Recognize the great relevance of Buddha's teachings of the middle path as a sustainable future for humanity today as it faces unprecedented global challenges such as ecological crisis, climate change, widespread poverty, marginalization, exploitation, and violence in the world. Consolidating and building on the valuable contributions of all the various Buddhist groups, communities, organizations, urging the global community to work together to address rising violence, intolerance, and conflict, and to find strategies to unite humanity together for a sustainable world peace by promoting interfaith dialogue, cooperation, and harmony as exemplified in the noble teachings of the Buddha. Hereby, we unanimously agree to globally promote awareness of Lumbini, Nepal as the birthplace of Lord Buddha and a fountain of Buddhism and world peace as promulgated in the 2016 Lumbini Declaration. Number 2, to complete the Lumbini Master Plan designed by Khenjo Tange as a global center for peace and humanity. Third, to promote interfaith dialogue and bring the world Buddhist community together to address rising religious and ethnic violence in Asia and to work together to find a Buddhist way to address and resolve conflict. Number 4 of the declaration is to create an international center for peace and conflict resolution here in Lumbini. Number 5 is to establish Lumbini as a gateway to the greater circuit of Asian Buddhist pilgrimage by connecting Lumbini, Nepal with Bodh Gaya, Sarnath, Kushinara in India, and other great Buddhist centers and heritage sites in countries such as Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Bangladesh, China, Pakistan, etc. Number 6 is to create an integrated management plan to safeguard the archaeological, cultural, and natural heritage of the Greater Lumbini area, to safeguard the environment within the Greater Lumbini area and monitor and control sources of all forms of pollution. Similarly, number 8 is realizing the great significance of Kapilavastu, the homeland of the Buddha and Sakyas, Devadaha, the home of Queen Maya Devi, Ramagarama, the relic stupa of the Buddha, to all the Buddhists and peace-loving people around the world, and their potential as pilgrimage destinations within the Buddhist circuit of Nepal to create an integrated Greater Lumbini area master plan. Number 9 is to develop Lumbini as a global center for Buddhist studies. Number 10, the last point in declaration, is to enact the 2016 Lumbini Declaration to initiate a global Buddhist forum to establish a network among the Buddhist traditions. With these 10 points that we, the scholars from various countries, the most venerable monks and nuns, representatives of the various states, we have drafted this declaration together as our united promise to continue the legacy left behind by the Buddha, to work together as a global community to create a way forward for peaceful dialogue, to bring the communities divided together here in the birthplace of the Buddha. With these noble declarations, I would like to extend my greatest thanks to all the participants and express my profound greetings to the government of Nepal for successfully completing this wonderful Buddhist conference. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Venerable Meteya. And to the convergence here, if you could kindly applaud in consent, we could take it as an endorsement. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, and congratulations to the forum, to the organizers, and each and every one of you who are present here for giving us this guidance dossier, which we are very much confident would enable us to achieve the aspired. Said that, ladies and gentlemen, we arrive to the very closing moments of this closing ceremony, and I have the privilege of inviting the chairperson of this closing ceremony, Honorable Mr. Rabindra Adhikari, the Minister of Culture, Tourism and Civil Aviation, for the vote of thanks and the formal closing.
Chief guest of this program, Right Honorable Prime Minister K.P. Sharma Oli, Head of Province, Honorable Ministers, Honorable Chief Minister, Provincial Minister, Member of Federal and Province Parliament, Venerable monks and nuns, Excellencies, respected national and international scholar, paper presenters and delegate, government official, media representative, ladies and gentlemen. I am honored and privileged to have this opportunity to be a part of this historic event. International Buddhist Conference being organized on the eve of Buddha Jayanti celebration in the Holy Land, Lumbini, the birthplace of Lord Buddha. First of all, I express my sincere gratitude and thankfulness to Right Honorable Prime Minister for kindly accepting our invitation to grace this function as the chief guest. We are delighted and encouraged by his gracious presence, erudite thoughtfulness, and pragmatic guidance. My thanks are due to the paper presenters from around the world who have presented this scholarly, resourceful paper on various aspects of Buddhism and Buddhist philosophy. The paper has become our asset for studies and researchers, for the scholar and general public. I acknowledge the gracious presence of venerable monks and nuns from home and abroad in this event with profound respect and honor. Distinguished delegate and your excellencies deserve special accolade of this auspicious occasion for this valuable presence, active participation, and thoughtful suggestions. I cannot help thanking the Chinese monastery and the office bearer of providing venue for our 2 days long conference and all logistic support extended to us. During the marathon program, government, official, hotels, monasteries from our friendly country, security personnel, leadership and staff of Lumbini, development, trust, media, friend and support staff deserve an appreciation for making this conference a success. One of the most important achievements of the conference is Lumbini declaration prepared on the unanimous consent of the distinguished paper presenters, scholars, and delegates from 23 countries and promulgated by Right Honorable Prime Minister on this auspicious occasion. The declaration voiced the unified desire for as well wisher for the development and promotion of Lumbini as the center of Buddhism and fountain of world peace. I am pleased to pronounce and committed to execute for the successful completion of Lumbini Master Plan within next 2 to 3 years. It was designed over 40 years ago by Professor Tange, but the project remained an unfulfilled dream over the last 4 decades. Government of Nepal has put this project in its priority and is committed in its mission. I am glad to announce here that we will organize International Buddhist Conference every 2 years and Buddha Jayanti celebration every year with greater festive and participation. I invite all of you Lumbini, Nepal and request to separate the message of peace, love and harmony from the birthplace of Lord Buddha far and wide. Lastly, once again, on behalf of organizer and my own, I express my gratefulness to Right Honorable Prime Minister for gracing this event, Honorable Ministers and Member of Parliament, and all the distinguished personalities for your profound participation and support to this historic event. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. And with the permission of the Honorable Minister, who is the chairperson of this ceremony, with your permission, sir, I announce the closure of the International Buddhist Conference 2018 and thank the Right Honorable Prime Minister and announce the departure of the Right Honorable Prime Minister.